National Player of the Year. It's Jay Williams.
Ed, stop it. You keep gassing me up. Actually, don't stop it. Keep fluffing me. I like it. Shouldn't we be talking about the matchup on the court tonight? Let's see what's going on.
Jay, you have to own it. These 10 players on the floor about to do so as well. Nikola Jokic, he's never made the playoffs, but upon further review, he is a special center.
Got that 5-year extension for $146 million, and I'm willing to say this. He will be one of the future centers in the game.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and Kawhi Leonard buries the three with a hand in his face.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested three goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Leonard, great dish to set it up to Beverly. Going to launch beyond the arc. They're 2 for 2 to start the game from beyond the arc, and it's a 6-0 lead.
And when I see the ball being zipped around the perimeter like that and everybody's sharing the sugar, it lets me know that this team is engaged and they're focused.
Has a look. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's... He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. George to the basket, but it won't go. Great feed. Fires the three. Tough shot. He hits.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
Knocked loose. Picked up by the Nuggets.
This is what I wanted right here. This is it.
To Millsap. Baseline drive. LA Clippers with the basketball. Paul George. To Leonard. Nikola Jokic snatching it out of the air. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Will Barton. Leonard. Shot from in close, no good. Murray into the front court. Down 3. Fires the 3. That no good. Off the mark. The follow won't go either. To Paul George. Will Barton with a piece.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Millsap. Knocked loose. Ball's loose. Look at him on the deck. It's LA Clippers ball. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are 2 different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Visit our team website for more details.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Entering the game for the Clippers, number 23, Louis Williams. 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Learn from that. You got to be a step ahead of the offensive player. Know that fake is coming again later.
Leonard. Deep right corner. Williams. Textbook defense. Denver ball right now to Jokic. Oh, Nikola Jokic. Missed his first. That one goes.
Old school equals high percentage.
Pushing inside the paint on that one.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Beverly. He made his first effort, but not that time. Jokic to Porter. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Okay, that time it was effective. But a really good defender will put that in their memory bank.
Leonard to Williams. Beverly. Not that time. Murray with it. They trail by one. The pass taken away by the Clippers. To Leonard. Curling inside. Big finish at the rim.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Nothing going here on that drive. We're through one at Staples Center with the Clippers on top. Jay and I back to Southern California after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. 1 quarter down. Neither side really distinguished itself. Jay, what stood out?
Well, first off, I'm going to take my analytical hat off and then put my fan hat on. This has been a blasé first quarter. Not good, not bad, right in between. Let's see how both teams come out and try to adjust themselves in the second half.
Nuggets have the possession. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
A pass stolen by the Nuggets. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
And finishes strong.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. To George. Nothing going here on that drive. Driving right to the basket. George on the drive, but his shot misses. Lets it fly from long range. Michael Porter Jr. fulfilling expectations. Tough shot.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
To Williams. Millsap with the block. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Paul Millsap. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Oh, he's denied. And that one out of bounds off a Nugget. Down to 5 on the 24. George. Rebound taken down by Denver. Martin into the front court. Leads a bucket. Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody will be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
Now the Clippers call a timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
A drive through the paint, but his shot misses. Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. Now 4 for 9.
There's only so many times you can hide from the truth. That was horrific defense. Just got to get it back on the next possession.
Barton. For three. That out of his range and no good. Barton. Down to 5 on the 24. Barton on the drive. Can't finish. Strong finish for Paul George.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Leonard to Paul George. Baseline drive. To George. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it. This year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Substitutions, Denver. Into the game for
To Jokic.
number 23, Louis Williams.
Denver with 4 to shoot. To Jokic. And it's Leonard there to clear the rebound.
1 minute left in the second quarter.
Paul Millsap. Huge block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
To Will Barton. From long range. Heat check needed. When Will Barton gets going, look out.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
Murray with the basketball. 4 points the differential as we come up on halftime. Oh, he was wide open. And it's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
And Jay, they call the foul.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
George, he connects. Had all the time in the world. Too easy.
I mean, this is something everybody can relate to in their lives. It's happened to me while doing broadcasts as well. Sometimes you're physically there, but mentally you're nowhere to be found. We obviously saw one of those same things happen on the court.
Buries it on the catch and shoot.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Slam dunk, Will Barton.
Number 14, Gary.
Straight on 3. At the buzzer. It's good. And it gets them closer as we reach the end of the first half. Quarter comes to an end. The Nuggets with the lead. Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. Leonard. Great defense, forcing the miss. Murray into the front court. Leads 4. To Will Barton. Patrick Beverly. Tips it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Shot clock to 4 for the Nuggets. Beyond the arc for 3. Had made his first 3, but that shot off the mark.
When you have cold shooting like this in the second half, you have to find other ways to score than just relying on the three-point shot. Maybe try turning that corner off that PNR and getting to the rack.
Jumper's good.
Ooh, I'm telling you from experience, his teammates will never let that one down.
scores at the basket. Jay, tough recovery that time.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Clippers have the basketball. Leonard. George? Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Jokic. The pass taken away by the Clippers.
Don't rush this now. The game's been tight so far.
Shot for Leonard, no good. To Jokic. Here's a chance from long range, and Nikola Jokic. He drains it on a nice setup.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. George shakes free and hits.
You live by the three, you die by the three. And guess what? They're living large right now.
Easy path to the rim.
I wasn't quite expecting him to get there, but I can be wrong. Sometimes, not a lot, but maybe sometimes.
George cleans it up, and a putback slam.
And I got a chance to hear a lot of the conversation at the bench, and one of the things they called out was owning the backboards. Looks like the message is really getting through.
Ivica Zubac pins it. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. Substitution being made in this one.
Number 23, Louis Williams. And number 5, Montrezl Harrell.
Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
George, he engulfed him that time. Porter. It's the Clippers with the possession now. George buries the three. He's too good to leave that open.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion. The backspin, it gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
To Leonard. He gets it.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Nikola Jokic. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Leonard to Beverly. 4-3. Shot no good. You know Beverly can appreciate good defense. To Will Barton. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Neither side is giving up an inch.
I guarantee you tomorrow on Complex's social feed, that play will have millions of views. And I'm really looking forward to this fourth quarter because the first 3 have lived up to the billing.
Ferocious slam inside.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted. After a miss like that, you at least have to rub your hands on your shorts, at least make it seem like the ball slipped.
Nuggets have the possession. Down low for Harris. The pass set it all up.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
That's out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. Time for some new personnel into the game. Kawhi Leonard knocks it down from mid-range.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Murray into the front court. Shot clock off as they look to tie or take the lead onto the fourth quarter. Runner here won't go. That ends the third quarter. The Clippers have the lead. It's the Nuggets with the basketball to start the fourth quarter. We've got a one-possession game going on. This has the look of a race that's going down to the wire.
And it looked that way from the very beginning, but this is where the coaches and the best players on the floor really earn their money down the stretch. It's game time.
Millsap. That won't go. Knocked loose. Nuggets have it. Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Beverly. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and Patrick Beverly plays with so much confidence. Zero hesitation, knocks it down.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
Shot from the lane won't go.
And the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
George works it to Beverly. George, and he knocks it down. Jay, nice look right there. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
George to the basket, but it won't go.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Beverly into the front court. Leads three. To Leonard. Going to launch beyond the arc. And Kawhi Leonard. Good on the quick release there.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
Changes coming from both sides right now. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
To Will Barton. Millsap goes to the left side. Leonard. Millsap to Porter. Fires the three. That'll humble the rookie. Porter Jr. off the mark. Got it.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Patrick Beverly, 4 out of 7.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Pass there, taken away by Denver.
Turnovers like that at this point of the game are daggers. You can't afford to have empty possessions in the final 2 minutes.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Barton couldn't keep it in. Out off Will Barton. LA Clippers with the basketball. Leonard buries the trifecta.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
Beverly. Patrick Beverly. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Well, we got a chance.